Hello, come and spend the day at the stables with me. So, I feel we haven't done a stable yard vlog for ages with the horses because it's just been so full on with horse shows at the moment. So I think the video you would have seen just before this one would have been Ebby's show. I am so proud of her and how well she behaved. She was absolutely amazing. So to go out to her first show of the year, come first young stock, there was loads of stallions and colts. There was a Welsh stud that arrived and she handled the atmosphere absolutely beautifully. So she got first in young stock, best 2-year-old, and then went on to reserve champion. She has done absolutely amazing. It has been crazy busy at the stables the last week or so. So just trying to chill today. Today is a chill day, just trying to relax. But it's still a busy day because I'm actually taking Willow out to another arena hire. And then we've got to work Gamby later and do something with Donut. Busy day, but more relaxed. Everyone is asking what is happening with Gambler. He is just still on his groundwork journey. Before we bring him back in as a ridden horse, I wanted to get him a bit fitter, do some groundwork, make sure we've got the basics, the stopping, starting, steering, all that before we get back on him. I am hoping to get back on him where Easter holidays, basically, just so I've got no issues. I don't think it's going to be an issue to get back on. But then Lewis is off school for 2 weeks, so he can then get on Gambler, have some fun, do some bits, because although I'm doing more with Gambler this year to make him an easier riding horse, I'm trying to make him easier to ride for Lewis. I might chuck him to some affiliated shows to see how he does, because he's got the confirmation and everything for that part. But my end goal really is just going to make him easier to ride so Lewis can do the ridden shows. Gambler is extremely lazy, very safe horse, but really lazy. So if you ask him for canter, it will take a while to get the canter, whereas Lewis finds Willow easier to ride because you ask for canter, you get it straight away. So he's got my jumper. That's the plan with Gambler, trying to make him easier for Lewis to ride so he can bring him out as a ridden horse, hopefully. But yeah, I've just got to the yard. They've all been fed. I've done their hay, done their water. I'm just going to chuck these out in the field, and then I'll start the task of mucking out before we actually get on to having any fun with these. Hey, oh, you're such a good boy. Right, I'm going to chuck these out. So here is the princess, the star of the show, weren't you? Absolutely exceeded all expectations we had of her. But yeah, she's dancing, prancing about. I'm going to get her out in the field with Gambler. She's out in the field now. She loves her turnout. So as soon as she sees you going towards her with the head collar, she starts bouncing around. But yeah, she was amazing. We'd practiced having a rosette near her, sashes on her head. I always practice that with all my youngsters, but we didn't think about practicing with flower pots. We've practiced with flower pots with Gambler in the past, but we went to this show and Gambler still kicked the flower pots in a previous video. If I remember, I'll tag that up here. But I totally forgot that this is the show with the flower pots and didn't think to get Ebby used to them, so she wouldn't stand too close to them to have her picture taken. Thankfully she didn't kick them. So we got Donut here. We haven't seen much of him as well. It's been very heavy on Willow, the vlogs at the moment, because as I say, his shows come thick and fast at the beginning, and even this week has been so busy with Willow because I'm trying to get better for his level of showing. His Royal International qualifiers finished quite early on in the year, so we're really pushing quite hard to get him and myself back to a better level. So this week he's had the sheath cleaner, he's seeing the physio on Tuesday. I've been up for lessons with my friend and been out hacking and just getting him fitter and everything. I am booked in to have my first riding lesson with my riding instructor during the Easter holiday, so I'm just trying to get Willow fitter so we're as good as we can be for when I have my riding lesson. So all focus has been on Willow lately. Gambler's still doing his long reining and lunging and everything, getting him ready for riding. As soon as we get back on board Gambler, then I will bring Donut back into work to start lunging him again and getting him ready for breaking. So it's going to get busy, and we're going to see a lot more of Gambler and Donut coming very soon. And I do think he will be out showing soon. I never took him to an in-hand show last year because we were just so much going on last year. I never got him out, but there is plans to get him to a show because I plan my show diary a month, 2 months in advance, so I know who's going where, when I need to book everything in, and there is a show that he is potentially going to. So I can't wait. I need to get him up and ready a bit more, do a bit more work with him before he's show ring ready, but that's the plan. Right, I'm going to muck these horses out, and then we're going out with Willow again up to my friend's arena, because this weekend I've actually booked in to do some dressage. I don't know why, I hate dressage, but yeah, I've booked a dressage test, so we need to go to the arena to run through my test, see if I can remember where the hell I'm going and piece bits together. I don't think my friend's going to be there today to give me a lesson. She's going to be there, but she's working, so she might throw some pointers at me as she's walking by or something. But yeah, it's always the way, isn't it? When someone's shouting orders at you, you ride a lot better. In the show ring, I haven't got that, so I need to remember everything as I'm going round. So today I'm going to treat it as we are in a show and try my best and see whether we are now working at a better level, ready for, we're dressaging Saturday and then we're going to a show Sunday. So today's a practice run through the dressage test, but also treat it like I'm at a show to see whether we've made any progress ready for Sunday's show. So yeah, you can let me know in the comments down below whether you think we've made any progress at all. But yeah, I'm going to crack on with mucking out because I need to then get him loaded up and get him off to my friend's yard. I am literally sweating, but mucking out is done. I've done some tidying up, so just need to grab everything now. We have taken him out of the pelham at the moment. My instructor says that he is established enough in that to wear it just the day before a show and show day now. So we've got the snaffle today. They want him to get more forward. Once we've got him more forward, then we can collect him and make bigger movements. So that is what we are working on. I'm just going to grab him out now, give him a quick groom, and then we'll load him up and head on our way. If you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe, share with a friend, write a comment down below. Everything like that really does help my channel out. And if you know, I'm on a journey to see if we can get to 10,000 subscribers before this channel reaches 3 years old at the end of May. So fly spray does not taste very good. Last time we came here to my friend's arena, he got attacked by flies. So I've put fly spray on him today, but then I turned round and got it straight in my mouth. He is loaded. I am on my own. If you've been here a while, you know I hate driving the horse box on my own. It's not so much a horse box, because I've already taken Lewis to school in that. Driving the horse box is fine, but I don't like driving it when a horse is on board. I'm always worried something's going to go wrong. So I'm going to lock these gates, get him up there, and I'll see you when we're there. I've also made the rookie error of driving into the stables. So now I've got to reverse out. There's not enough space on the yard where they've put the horse box there, the other horse box, for me to turn around. So now I've got to reverse out. Right, let's do this. I'm going to quickly run through my dressage test because I can't hold that and take that in the arena with me. Run through that so I know roughly where I'm going. Drive up here and I don't actually know where I'm going to put you. I bought the GoPro so we can film, it can just roll on. That's got a better battery life on it. But I don't actually know where I'm going to put you. So we'll work it out when we get there. So we have made it. I'm just driving down their driveway. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going to put you because I was thinking I'll put you on the dashboard in here. But it's not a flat dashboard, so I might have to put you on a fence post somewhere, but it just means we might not get the view of the whole school, but it is what it is, isn't it? So right, I'm going to tack them up and get on. I mean, don't do it like that at a show, because the pollen's like that. That was nice. Yeah, 2 seconds. Karen's camera. You did fancy the plane, did you? Hi, babe.
Collect him back.
I'm going to sit down here for a minute. I've washed him off. We're home now. I've washed him off. I've put him in his stable so he can have a wee whilst I soak some of the hydration recovery mash stuff for him, and then I'll give him that, and then I'll turn him out for the afternoon. But my friend was there, so she gave me another lesson. I'm the problem. I've caused all these issues. So what we've realised for, I don't know whether this is the second or third like lesson I've had with her, because I don't want to film it all. Sometimes, you know, I want to, like to say, I don't even know if the GoPro caught any footage because it was on the corner of the school. But my left hand is an issue. We know that, but we've found out that it is because the end of my reins, I loop to the left all the time. And where I've got my hand so low, the end of the reins gets stuck under the front of the numbness. So I'm forever opening my hand to like unhook it from the numbness. So then I've got an inconsistent contact with him. So we've got to lift my hands up, and it stops that whole issue of the numbness anyway. And then of course his head's more up. I trot far too fast. Willow's issue is he trots too fast and the canter's slow and stuffy. I've made it like that because I trot him far too fast. When she's made me slow down to a correct trot today, I feel like I'm going nowhere. I feel so slow. So what I've been doing is I'm trotting what I think is a normal trot, which is far too fast, and then he can't get the canter because his legs are just going far too fast. He can't pick up the canter and get a nice canter. So that is what is making my canter so stuffy and on the spot. So they wanted him out of the double into the snaffle so we can get him going forward, slow the trot right down, get the good canter transition, and then go forward with him. That's all they want at the moment, is to slow the trot forward in the canter. She didn't want us to worry at all on where his head was today, as long as he was going forward. He had to be reminded a few times. She had to sort of chase him up the school. But once he realises, oh, that's what you want, then we were getting lovely work. We went through the dressage test. It's going to be tight because there is one bit where I've got to canter down the long side, trot between, I don't even know what the letters are, between that corner, and then we've got to go up the centre line. So if I don't slow that trot right down, we're never going to make the turn and go up the centre line. So that's what we were working on today. Really pleased with him. I'm just going to give him a hydration mash now. They also want him to have salt in his dinner. I don't give salt in their dinner. They've got salt licks in the stables, but they don't actually touch them. So yeah, they want salt in his dinner because he is unfit and sweating a lot at the moment. So replace that with salt in his dinner. Out of the double and into a snaffle every day, every time I ride him, except for like the day before a show and show day. We're going hacking tomorrow. I won't film all this over the days because otherwise there'd just be far too much footage. Hacking tomorrow, nice easy hack. Then I'm going back up the school again Friday, so that basically Friday's going to be made really easy. We go through the dressage test again. We go through my show again. We've changed my show up as well because my riding instructor says as well that where I walk away, trot, pick up canter before we even get to the end, he's not strong enough to be doing that. I'm letting myself down by doing that. So we need to make it a simple, easy show for him at the moment. Walk away, pick up trot, trot the figure of 8, canter the figure of 8, and do it simple at the moment until he's stronger and fitter. So yeah, so hack tomorrow, Friday go back up there just to run through the dressage test
and run through my show. Quick, simple, easy, because then Saturday we've got dressage, Sunday we've got the show. I am doing a different class yet again at Sunday's show. This one that we're going to is holding the BSPS Pretty Polly's Royal International Qualifier. What that one is, we're back to mixed breeds again, which I don't know whether works or not, but it is for home produced horses. So there will be no horses in there that have been produced by producers. So it is completely the class I should actually be going in, because I'm an amateur and he's a home produced horse. So this is technically the correct class for us. There is the direct C's and D's again, which I said in the previous video, that's what I preferred doing, going against our own type. But he's not fit enough to do 2 classes, and the Pretty Polly's in the morning and the C's and D's aren't till after lunch. So I think it's just going to be too much for him now. So we're going to try this Pretty Polly class. See how we do. It is, that one's at Addington, so it's only about half an hour away from here. So that's not too bad. But yeah, I'm going to give him this recovery mash, chuck him out in the field for the afternoon, run home, grab some lunch, and I'm going to come back down and I want to set up a pole work exercise for Donut and Gambler to go through. It's just a walk exercise, but it's one that I've seen on YouTube that I want to try with them. But if I get time, I might run Ebby through it as well, because although she's only 2, it's a walk pole work exercise. There is no reason why she can't do it. So if I get time, I'll stick her through it as well. But yeah, I'm going to chuck him in the field and go home for lunch and come back. So I'm back at the yard again. I've already been to the shop to pick up the salt that he needs for his dinner. Yeah, I done the wrong thing and sat down whilst eating my lunch, and now I can't be bothered to move. But I want to set this pole work exercise up to do with the others. It is only a walk exercise. You might have seen it, that Meg Elphick, she made a vlog the other day how to transform your horse, and yeah, it's just a walk pole work exercise that will help him. I mainly want to do it for Willow. Of course I won't do it with Willow today because he's already been schooling today, so I'm going to set it up, run the others through it anyway. But this is something then that I can keep doing with Willow, because I want to lift his back and create a better top line. Really get him lifting those back legs and pushing through from behind. So yeah, we're going to set that up. I need to find, I don't think I've got as many poles as Meg did. I've got a few. So I'll have a look what I can find in a minute. But yeah, it will really help him. This week he's had his sheath cleaned. Physio's coming next week. Then the week after that he's having his routine injections and his teeth rasped. And then I'm just waiting to hear back from the saddle fitter. This is all routine stuff that we have done anyway, routinely throughout the year. But I need to organise it better for next year, that I have everything done that I can before show season actually starts. So hopefully we'll be in a better position for that come next year. But it's not like it's new stuff. I always get him physio and saddle fitter and everything anyway. So yeah, we're just going to cover every avenue to make sure that he's not sore in any way or anything. He had a beans in their sheath can make it uncomfortable for them to push their legs through from behind anyway, so that's been taken out. So we're just covering all avenues to make sure it is just my riding that is making him not work as correctly as he should. But yeah, right, I'm going to find these poles and then we'll go down and try and set this up. Right, I can't actually get to the poles that I wanted to get to. They're here. But I don't know why they're down here, because this is where the tree was cut down from. We have these guttering bits that we used to use back in the day, so I'm going to take them down the backfield. I do have 3 poles, I think, down there that I can use, as well as these. But yeah, my poles are, I don't know whether you can see them, by my tack shed, stood up there, but Steve's laid something in front of it, piled it high, and I can't get the poles out, so that's going to have to be a job for them to get out for me at the weekend. So we do not have even half as many poles as I thought we had, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8's better than nothing, so it's a start, and then once I can get the lads to pull them out, then I can build this exercise bigger. I think the hardest part of this will be walking up and down from the field. I do loads of pole work with the horses, but I don't put enough poles out. I always put 2 or 3 down, and then that's it. I go through the exercise a few times, and it's not enough. I need to put more poles out, so they're doing the exercise for longer in one sort of session, one go. Right, under here somewhere is some more cavaletti things. I've got 3 out there. Oh, there they are. Move the tractor. But yeah, I want some more. How many? Can I get them? Oh. Right, they're stuck under a rug. I'm going to grab them. I really need to sort this end of the tack room out. It's driving me insane. Right, I'm going to grab these. Then we go down, set up the exercise. I've already brought the horses in. I've left Willow out because, of course, he's not going to run through this. I've brought the other 3 in. I need to find Donut's bridle. That's here somewhere. I might run through this first with Gambler, so we can, Gambler's used to me prattling about with him, so we can get it all set up properly with him, because he won't mind me moving stuff whilst I've got hold of him. So yeah, we run through this with Gambler first. So I've got the poles, got the cavaletti things. Just put the walk poles out now. I don't know how far up I want it. Right. Let's do 1 of each. For walk poles, it doesn't matter really the distance between them, but it's usually just 1 normal stride. The horses will find their own stride. Yeah, we're not doing no fast work, so it doesn't matter if the striding is out or if they knock it. And then once you've got that, she says to alternate raising one side on a few of them.
That's all I've done. I've kept some flat and then some are raised, alternate sides. They've just got to pick their feet up and go over it. But this supposedly really helps them to lift their back end. So, as I say, I've got 8 poles out there. I must have at least 6 more wooden poles up here. But they are... We don't buy, like, jump poles. Because as soon as you say equestrian, the price goes up. We go to a timber yard that does the round poles that are not fence posts. They haven't got the spike on the end. They're just really long, round, thick poles because it's cheaper, and I usually paint them myself. But they are they must be 10 foot long. We don't jump, and well, to be fair, the poles, even if you cut these ones in half to make them like 5 foot long, that's still big enough to make a jump out of anyway. But then I could potentially have, it's either 5 or 6 I've got, so I potentially could have another 10, 12 poles, which will be more beneficial to me. So yeah, I might get Steve and the kids to dig these poles out this weekend and cut them in half. So here is Mr. Gambler, and what this exercise will do is create a better top line. What a top line is the whole top line of the horse. So you want them a nice muscly shape, all this, so it's got muscle and everything. But I mean, all of them can benefit from this exercise, but definitely Willow, because Willow is not using himself correctly and hasn't got much muscle over his back. But I don't know whether we'll be able to see, because as I say, it's more apparent on Willow. But let's see if Gambler will show us how they're meant to be. Go back a step. Go back. Right, if I push his belly, can you see his back lifts up a little bit? That's where, if he uses his back correctly, he should be. This exercise can be done in hand, long reining, lunging and ridden, but because I want results quicker, I'm gonna make sure I do this in hand all the time or long reining, because if I do this exercise whilst ridden, whilst they're doing it and lifting their back, they've got to lift my weight as well, so it would just be twice as hard. So to make it as easy as I can for them and the most rewarding in return of results quickly, I'm going to do it in hand. So I'm going to put his bridle on, take him down and see what he makes of it. It's such a simple exercise, but yes, supposedly it's meant to be amazing at helping them create this top line. Hello. What are we going to make you do? Me? Boy. Good boy. clearly Donut doesn't care about the poles. All he's trying to do is eat the grass, but it's the first time I've really asked him to do anything like this. So it's all learning. The more he does it, the better he'll get at it. But as Meg said, it doesn't matter if they knock the poles and where they land, because they will find the striding, because they're walk poles, so it doesn't matter. Good girl. Good girl. No grass. Good girl. No grass. No grass. Come on. Not eating the grass. Took Ebby over that as well. Done Gambler and Donut. They weren't too bad. I am going to have to move those poles into the bark chip arena, because they were all just trying to get the grass basically, and that's not what we wanted ideally. But I'm really happy with Ebby, because I don't think she's ever been over poles. I mean, we had such a wet summer last year. I usually ride in the front field, and I put out with the poles a dressage arena and have some truck poles in there as well. But I didn't do it last year because we couldn't ride out in that field because it was so wet. So I actually don't think she's seen poles. So for her to go over them today, yes, she knocked most of them, but she doesn't understand that she's got to pick her feet up. Yes, the white ones, the gutter ones, they're too light. So we do need the wooden poles more for her, so she can't knock them as easy. But I'm so pleased with the fact that yes, she knocked them, but she didn't panic because she knocked them. So got to take the positives. As I say, I will move that up to the Berkshire arena to make it so that they can't go for the grass. It is such a simple exercise, but by them just lifting their legs over those raised poles and having some raised, some not raised, they're forever lifting their back legs. It will really help them push through from behind, and it's going to be so beneficial for Willow, for what we want from him. So I'll do some of that with him tomorrow. I wasn't going to run him through it today because he's already been out and worked hard today. We're only hacking tomorrow, so 5 minutes out there doing some poles. Hopefully this weekend, as I say, I'll get them to get the other poles out. There is 6, so if we cut them in half, we potentially have another 12 poles, which means that we can do such a longer walk of poles, so they're using their muscles more. So yeah, definitely I've had a great day. I'm aching so much now though. Just this whole different way of riding Willow. It's using muscles I clearly haven't used for a long time. But I will see you again soon. Don't forget, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. As I say, I'm still on this journey to see if we can get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of May, when this channel turns 3 years old. But yeah, I will see you again soon for the next one. Bye.